about you processing quickly as well?
I think it's me and definitely what we have, in the game plan. Because it goes hand in hand. I think we'll do a good job of putting a plan together and go execute on Sunday.
Kenny, the gradual improvements you guys are making as an offense, is it just progression, practice, stay with it, rinse and repeat, or is there something somebody did or a play or a moment in the game where you started thinking, hey, we're figuring this out?
I mean, there's no secret, man. Everyone, you want to know the secret of, everyone wants to be great fast and all that stuff. And, we're pushing ourselves to become that every day, but it's a process. You have to go through it. You have to learn. You have to go through some adversities to improve and get better. And I think we've done that. And, we just got to continue to do that in order to get wins.
Speaking of secrets, I mean, how much is your connection with Pat Freiermuth? Is it a secret how that developed, or just how have you guys, you seem like you're always on the same page?
Repetitions. That's just repetitions and constant communication is always key. What he tells me what he sees, I'll tell him what I see, and then it usually pretty goes smoothly from there. So as long as we have that good communication, we feel like we'll get on the same page and we'll continue to play like that.
Do you view him as kind of like a safety blanket, security blanket on third downs, things like that?
I just think he's a guy that knows how to find voids in the zone. It's just he has a really good feel for it. I think he has a really high IQ, and he works hard during the week, and we go through a lot of different looks to make sure we're prepared. So it's just all that goes into it on Sundays, and then obviously he's a hell of a player.
Kenny, I was curious to ask you about just your connection with Pat Freiermuth. What do you remember about just when he was recruiting you to Pitt, and how's that relationship evolved over time, especially recently?
Yeah, I just think we connected, like you said, pretty early on in high school, and we have a really good relationship where we can talk about pretty much anything. We're open and honest on what I see, and he asks me all the time. And I think that open line of communication is just going to continue to improve. And he's very open to suggestions that we all have as players, as staff, and it's a collective effort. And it's definitely cool to have an OC that's open to that and not just kind of closed-minded. So it's a pretty good relationship that he has with all of us.
Are you guys philosophically similar? You like to play the game the way he likes to coach it, or vice versa?
I don't know. I don't know how he plays. I mean, it's a good relationship. That's all I know.
When you talk about that process that you guys have gone through and the adversity you guys have gone through, how much does it mean for you guys to actually have stacked some wins together now, and how much does that mean for your development, not only individually but as an offense?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. That's on the forefront of everyone's mind is coming out of stadiums with wins. So whatever we have to do to get that done, that's what I tell myself when I put my helmet on. I'm walking down the tunnel. It's whatever it takes to come out with a victory. No one cares how it gets done. So we got to continue to have that mindset, and we'll be all right.
Kenny, how do you handle it when receivers want the ball more? How do you?
It's competitors, man. Everyone wants the ball. Everyone wants to win. But like I said, after the game, you never know who's going to have that big game. Sometimes it may not be you. 1 week it may be another guy, and it kind of bounces around like that. And that's just kind of how it is, depending on how the defense is and what they're dictating me to go with the football. So we'll continue to push forward and get our playmakers the football.
Did you have an issue in college? Because George made it sound like every receiver is like this. Is this new for you?
No, absolutely not. George is a competitor, and that's the thing about receivers is he only gets so many opportunities, and that's why we have to definitely take advantage of the little ones that we do get, and we'll continue to push forward, like I said, work, and we'll hit the ones down the field, and those guys will continue to make plays for us.
Kenny, it's your first season with Mike Tomlin. You noticed him being more intense or anything? It seems like when he gets to December football, he gets really amped up.
Yeah, I think it's like how November football is in college, right? It's that you make moves, you make plays in November, and you continue to climb that ladder. You'll be where you want to be, come January. So that's what everyone's. I think the intensity's amped up. Obviously, it's a big week. If you keep winning, every game gets bigger. So that's what we're going to continue to just focus on. Coming out of stadiums with wins.
Kenny, you've done a good job eliminating turnovers. The Ravens are one of the best in the league in creating those. What do you have to do? What do they do? Maybe.
Yeah, they ball search. They got guys on all three levels that hunt the football. So it's something that we got to. Our Card D did a really good job today, giving us that look, and I think they will. All week, and it's just something that we have to be self-conscious of. Throughout the game, like we've been doing, but obviously. And we know it's definitely a taller order this week with how much they hunt the football.
Speaking of the Ravens, obviously this is first matchup with the Ravens this season. How do you feel about getting the first matchup against them and getting introduced to the rivalry?
Yeah, they're a great team, great opponent. It's a lot of history in the rivalry, so I'm excited to be come a part of it on Sunday.
Kenny, have you played December football in Pittsburgh?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I think I played Georgia Tech in December down in Georgia in the 2020 year. We had the COVID, it got pushed back, but I don't think I've had one in December at Hines.
Any similar wintry-like conditions that you played?
I'd say so. I mean, I've had some cold games in Pittsburgh in November, so I'm expecting the conditions to be what they usually are later in the year.
Just to follow up on your question about that, in terms of his offense, how does it compare to some of the other ones you've seen? Is there anything, what's kind of like the learning curve, some of the most difficult things for a quarterback to adjust?
Yeah, I just think the more we do a lot more under center play action than I've done in previous years just in college. So I think that was number one for me. A lot of the concepts are very similar to the West Coast concepts. So I feel really comfortable there. It's just working under center and the play actions and stuff like that was probably the biggest learning curve.
The menu of plays or anything like that expanded as you became more?
I think I don't think the menu really ever got tightened up, to be honest with you. We had really good plans, I feel like, throughout. It's just the level of execution now you're seeing at a higher level, so I think that's the difference.
Does your relationship with him, do you think, help you maybe have more input than you might expect as a rookie quarterback working with the OC?
I think 100%. Yeah, I mean, it gives me confidence to tell him what I see and what I feel, and we kind of roll with that. And if he disagrees, he'll show me on tape, and we go. So it's great, back and forth, and everyone in the building wants to win. That's all that matters. So there's no egos, and we're all here to work together to get a win.